Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? I went live 2 minutes early, 1 minute early. So I'm trying to figure out where this thing is. Okay. How's everyone doing? I need to figure out how to um work on this thing. So I'm working with the new platform. I gotta get rid of these. Yes. Alright. Camera's there. Cool. So I'm working with the new platform. It's called StreamYard and it streams on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn, I hope. Um, but we are working at a location. I'm somewhere not in the US, not in Minnesota. I should have my mic on here. My mic is still on. It's green. Okay, cool. Um, work with a new technology, a new microphone system, and a new system. So make sure you say hi so I know you're here, and I'm hoping that I can see your comments. Um, Before I tell you where I am, I need to wait till I see people here. Um, it's an interesting platform. All right. So one thing I really want to talk about is traveling. People travel is so important, and a lot of people don't do it. Make sure you say hi so I know you're here. Um, but I'm here to talk to you about traveling and the awesome travel plans I have for this year. The awesome plans I have for travel this year, and also how you can travel more. I think it's really important to travel, and this year I'm going to be traveling in a lot of different ways. I'm actually on location now, somewhere not in Minnesota. Don't say if you know where I am, but if you don't know, you can feel free to guess. Um, I'm It's kind of chilly, but it's not too cold. It's much better than Minnesota. So um, I have a lot of travel plans this year. After my busy season, I'm gonna go to probably Japan. I say probably because it's not in concrete, but my backup plan is Hawaii. So only because when I was looking at travel deals, I found a flight to Hawaii for 8,500 points. That's like a value of like 120 bucks. So I booked that, and then I might go to Japan though. Um, Make sure you say hi so I know you're here. But yeah, so in Japan, I'm going to arrive to Tokyo. I'm going to stay in Tokyo for several days. There's a ton to do in Tokyo. Um, but after Tokyo, I'm going to go to Kyoto. In Kyoto, I'm going to go to Hiroshima and all that kind of thing. So traveling is super important. And one great way to find deals is there's like two weird combinations with flights. It's all about finding them far off in the future. So like 6 months away, 8 months away. But then with cruises, it's great to do last minute deals. So it's a unique mix. So hello, Phil Sunberg. Thanks for coming by. Um, and another good way to find flight deals is by knowing people like myself or if Stu ever gets here. Um, but so in Japan, I'm really excited. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing yet, but there's some really cool things to do. I was told by someone who went to Japan to go to Kyoto and go to the Red Arch, and she advised wandering off in the woods. And she said she found some guy there, and he showed her all sorts of music stuff, and it kind of sounded a little dangerous. Um, but then also after Japan. I don't know how long Japan will be. I was booked one way tickets. I don't exactly anticipate vacation ever ending. So, but eventually I'll come back, and after I do, I have an Alaskan cruise. A week or two later, I found an incredible deal on Alaskan cruise. For all the perks, it was my total price was $682. So, and what I do with Norwegian is they always have a cruise next when you cruise with them. Forgive me, I need water occasionally. So they have a cruise next when you cruise with them, and that's great. But it ties up your cash. So what I do, I stopped buying cruise next certificates because their salespeople are really good, and they sell a lot of them. So way more than people can use. You can only use max of 2 at a time. So what they do is they sell too much, so people have too many, and they need to sell them before they expire. So there's Facebook groups and marketplaces and stuff where it's buy and sell in the Norwegian Cruise Line Cruise Next. I'm sure they have for Royal too. By going there and I book a cruise, and I go in there and I buy one or two if I can. So that's how I always get cruises cheaper than what's posted. I actually have a friend, and I was encourage him and his wife to go on this cruise. I said, okay, you can book a cabin, both of you in one cabin, but I'm telling them they should book two cabins and just stay in one and leave the other one empty or storage or whatever you want, because their tickets then, because it's the same price as for a solo as for a couple. So if they went as two solos, it would be half price, but then only one needs to get the drink package, which has gratuities. The fee is about $200 more for a room with perks, but then the gratuities on the drink package are like about $200, and the gratuities on the dining package is $100 or whatever. No, actually, it's $20 for cheap on the dinner. But then also, regardless of getting perks tonight, you get a perk of $50 off per port of excursions per stateroom. So if they were together, that'd be 25 each. But if they had two different rooms, they'd each have $50. So that's a big saver too. So, sorry, I thought someone posted something. All right. I think it is. Hi, Phil Sunberg. That's pretty cool. All right. So I was encouraging that, and he's on the fence, and hopefully they will decide to do it, soon. Cause that'd be cool. I just learned, this year, cruising with other people is awesome. So I had my two friends join me for a December cruise to the Canary Islands out of Lisbon, and that was a lot of fun. So we also stayed in Lisbon for a few days after that. Oh, hey, Robert. How's it going? Always having fun. I hope you're having a nice weekend, too. When you get back, I think I'm ready to go to the casino. There might be work, though. I have a lot of work right now. But, yes. Sound good? Awesome to see you, man. All right, so last December, I went to the Canary Islands with my two friends, and we went to the Canary Islands for 10 days on a 10-day cruise, and then we went to Lisbon for 3 days. We stayed in a refurbished convent that was changed into a hotel. It was very cool. You saw the big courtyard and all that kind of stuff. So it was a really good experience. We went down to the concierge, said, "Where do you want for dinner?" She goes, "There's a place. It's very close. It's not a real posh environment, aka it's not touristy." So we went there. It was about a block away and had phenomenal food. Best octopus. I had octopus 3 times in Lisbon. That one was the best time. All right. I'll see you later, J.R. Robert. So Maris is actually a town, also a town in Paris. So it's interesting. There's currently 5 people here. Anyone else wants to add? That'd be awesome. So does anyone know where I am besides Phil? And probably Robert, because I probably said it to him. All right, I'm gonna rotate this around. I was afraid I'd have bad phone signal, so I wanted to do this by cell tower. So I found the biggest cell tower that I could. So that was clever. Come on. Okay. So that was. So I touched base on my Japan trip, and I talked about Alaska. After that, Alaska's really interesting. I did a little searching on that, and I found one day there's $200 excursion that has this big grand tour, but then if you just want to do it yourself, because the tour is just going to the glacier, but I found you can get a bus from the glacier. Hello, James. How's it going? All right. So good to see you here, Jam. So I saw an excursion that was like $200, a tour of the glacier, but then there was a bus. There was a bus to the glacier for $15. So you pick and choose, Usually excursions that I like because there are a lot of information, but sometimes doing it by yourself, freestyling it is a good way to go as well. So, I was going to talk about work and travel stuff, but I feel like I should just make a video about that and save that for later. I don't know what else my travel plans will be this year. I'll probably go on the Norwegian Viva in Niagara South Atlantic because that's what I do. How's the sound quality, by the way, Phil and anyone else on here? I'm using a new microphone system. Does it come through good? Anyways, I thought I found the perfect place in Paris with the Eiffel Tower, and then there was a screaming family, and I moved, and they left anyways. So, it's interesting. So, it's really interesting in Paris because there are a lot of puppies in the park, but they're all well behaved, even though they're not on leashes. So, but what other trips should I do this year? Is there anything else? Any questions anyone has about traveling or travels or anything good like that? Or any ideas of where I should go? But, so far I'm going to Paris this time for 3 days. Day one was yesterday. I mostly just walked around the Seine River. I did a lot around the scene, a lot of pictures, really good pictures. I found my Nikon is good as long as there's a tripod at night, and as long as there's not a bright sky. So it's not good during sunsets because there's too much contrast between the sky and anything else. It's great at sunsets, it's not the foreground part. But I've been really getting into the picture taking this time around. So I anticipate tonight I'll be taking a lot of pictures of the Eiffel Tower as well. So, but today I went to a cafe and I had really good food. I had a crepe with Nutella. I had a cheese plate. I guess it wasn't great food. It was just cheese. So, but I flew here and amazingly the flight left at 12:15 or 11:15 p.m. was the departure time. It actually left late. It left at like midnight. but we got here on time anyways. But it was amazing because usually when you fly to Europe from the U.S. from America, you have like a 6 p.m. departure, and then you try to go to bed at like 8 p.m. It just doesn't work. But this one was perfect because it left right at oh, hey left right at midnight, and then it's bedtime. So I actually got 5 hours of sleep, which is amazing. I barely do that during the week. So um, there's a lot I was going to talk about, but I don't feel like I'm getting the business pull that I thought I would, which is fine. I mean, a lot depends on if the thing is working, but I just wanted to come by and say hi and see how everyone's doing and let you know I'm in Paris. I'll be back soon enough, and I got to work hard, but um, I'm staying in an interesting place. It's about $45 a night. It is a hostel, of course, but that's what you do when you travel solo. You just get it done. If I had a partner, I would have a nicer place, obviously, because it's the same price. So, um, all right, see you, Phil. Thank you so much. I will talk to you guys later. All right. Thanks for coming by, and I'll see you later. Bye.